Little known facts about famous landmarks. Have you ever wondered about the secrets and stories hidden within the world's most famous landmarks? Join me on an exciting journey as we uncover the little known facts about these iconic sites that will leave you in awe. Let's start with the Sphinx in Egypt, guarding the Great Pyramid of Giza. Did you know that this mythical creature is actually a hybrid of a lion and a pharaoh, symbolizing strength and wisdom? 1. The Sphinx is not a sphinx. The real Sphinx has wings, the body of a lion, and the face of a woman. The Sphinx in Egypt has no wings and has the face of a man. 2. It was originally painted bright red, yellow, and blue, and it may have worn a crown, as seen in the illustration above. 3. The devout Muslim, Muhammad Sa'im al-Dar, who tried to destroy the Sphinx and destroyed the nose people accused Napoleon of damaging, was lynched for his behavior. The Eiffel Tower, a symbol of romance and elegance. But did you know that it was originally intended to be a temporary exhibit for the World Fair of 1889? Imagine Paris without this iconic landmark today. 1. Gustave Eiffel had the designer of the tower, Maurice Koechlin, include an apartment on the 3rd floor for his private use. Thomas Edison visited him there once. It is now open to the public. 2. The tower has its own official paint color, called Eiffel Tower Brown. It was originally painted a red-brown color, but was later repainted yellow. The tower is painted 3 shades of Eiffel Tower Brown, getting lighter the higher you go, so it looks the same against the changing backdrop. This trick is used in interior design also. It is being proposed that it be painted its original red on its next touch-up. 3. The English, not wanting to be outdone by the French, built their own version called the Watkins Tower, to be built by Wembley Park. The first stage was completed, but it was unstable and remained incomplete until it was demolished.
The Taj Mahal, a testament of love and beauty, took over 20 years to complete. Its marble changes color with the sunlight, shimmering like a precious jewel in the Indian landscape. 1,000 elephants were used in the construction of the Taj Mahal. They hauled the materials needed for building. 2. The foundation is made of timber and there is a very real risk that it will completely collapse. But the builders were wise to that, and it has been designed to collapse outwards so it doesn't damage the actual tomb inside. 3. There are duplicates in Dubai and Bangladesh. The Bangladeshi Taj Mahal is a scale model with extra color added. It was created so the poor of Bangladesh could see the Taj Mahal without the cost of visiting India. Lady Liberty, standing proudly in New York Harbor, was a gift from France to commemorate the friendship between the two nations. Her torch symbolizes enlightenment and freedom for all who seek refuge in America. 1. While it was partly a gift from the manufacturer in France, not the French nation, Americans had to pay for the pedestal and partly contributed to the cost of the statue itself. 2. Boston and Philadelphia fundraised in order to win the right to have the statue, but ultimately it went to New York. 3. In 1985, the statue was given a new torch and her face was moved 2 feet because it had been put on off-center. She also got a nose job and her arm was shifted slightly to a better position. The Beehive. 1. The Beehive, home to the executive branch of the government of New Zealand, was meant to be the final wing of the classically styled parliament buildings, but a modern style was chosen instead due to earthquake risk. 2. The shape is so impractical that a square front had to be added to provide a security wing. 3. The top floor holds the cabinet room, where senior ministers meet, with the Prime Minister's office on the floor directly below. The basement holds a swimming pool for parliament buildings.
The Great Wall of China, a marvel of ancient engineering, was built over centuries to protect the Chinese Empire from invaders. Did you know it's so long that it could circle the Earth over twice? In China, the wall is known as the Earth Dragon or the Long Wall. 2. The grout used to hold the bricks of the wall together was made with sticky rice, commonly found in Chinese cuisine. The Leaning Tower of Pisa, a quirky architectural wonder that defies gravity. Its famous lean was actually an unintentional design flaw due to the soft ground beneath it. 1. Mussolini tried to fix the tower by drilling holes into its base and filling them with cement. Unfortunately, it made things worse and the tower tilted even further. In 2008, alterations were made of a more scientific nature and the tower's tilt has ceased to become worse. 2. The tower originally tilted in the other direction, but as it was made higher, the weight caused it to shift. While it was once a north-pointing tower, it is now a south-leaning tower. 3. The tower is a bell tower. One of the bells had the odious task of tolling to mark the execution of a traitor. The traitor's bell is called San Ranieri. 1. Big Ben is the bell. 1. Big Ben is the bell, not the tower. Its real name is the Elizabeth Tower, since 2012 when it was renamed to honor the current queen. It was previously officially the Clock Tower, but nicknamed St. Stephen's Tower. 2. There is a prison in the tower and it was used in 1880 to imprison a parliamentarian who refused to swear allegiance to the Queen on the Bible. His stay was brief, one night. 3. At the top of the tower is an extra light called the Ayrton Light, which was installed so Queen Victoria could see when the members of Parliament were sitting after hours. It is currently being replaced. The Kremlin, a fortified complex in Moscow, has served as the seat of power for Russian rulers for centuries. Its walls hold tales of intrigue, battles, and political drama that shaped the course of history.
The stars at the top of the 5 towers, adorned with rubies, were put there by the communists in place of the imperial symbol, the 2-headed eagle. 2. The Kremlin walls and the towers were built in the 15th century by Italian masters. They were built to replace walls that would have been made of timber. The Kremlin was original, a city unto itself. 3. The largest bell in the world, the Tsar Bell, is in the Kremlin. It has never been rung as it broke during construction. And finally, the White House, the official residence and workplace of the President of the United States. Did you know it has 132 rooms, 35 bathrooms, and a bowling alley? Talk about luxury living. 1. Before Theodore Roosevelt named it the White House, it was variously called the Presidential Mansion, the President's Palace, and the President's House. 2. The official resident of the White House, the President, has to pay for all the food that is eaten in the house out of his own pocket. He is invoiced monthly. 3. President Washington chose the spot and approved the design for the White House, and then he never lived there. John Adams and his wife Abigail were the first presidential couple to inhabit the place. So there you have it, folks, the fascinating stories and hidden gems of some of the world's most famous landmarks. Next time you visit these iconic sites, remember to look beyond the postcard perfect snapshots and delve into their rich histories. Until next time, keep exploring and discovering the wonders of our incredible world.